Each week, along with Unitarian Universalists from around the world, we light a chalice. The flaming chalice unites members in worship and symbolizes faith in action. It represents the light of reason, the warmth of community, and the flame of hope. Please join me in reading the words for our chalice lighting that are printed, that are on the screens and also printed in your order of service. Blessed is the fire that burns deep in the soul. It is the flame of the human spirit, touched into being by the mystery of life. It is the fire of reason, the fire of compassion, the fire of community, the fire of justice, the fire of faith. It is the fire of love burning deep in the human heart, the divine glow in every life.
This morning we are turning to the symbol of a flame to mark the turning of the year. These words are from the Irish teacher and poet John O'Donoghue. Let us praise the grace and risk of fire. In the beginning, the word was red, and the sound was thunder. And the wound in the unseen spilled forth the red weather of being. In the name of the fire, the flame, and the light, praise the pure presence of fire that burns from within, without thought of time. The hunger of fire has no need for the reliquary of the future. It adores the eros of now, where the memory of the earth in flames that lick and drink the air is made to release its long-enduring forms in a powder of ashes left for the wind to decipher. As air intensifies the hunger of fire, may the thought of death breathe new urgency into our love of life. As fire cleans away dross, may the flame of passion burn away what is false. As short as the time from spark to flame, so brief may the distance be between heart and being. May we discover beneath our fear embers of anger to kindle justice. May courage cause our lives to flame. In the name of the fire and the flame and the light, let us worship together.
And now let us enter into a time of meditation. And I will read the words of Amanda Popé. My friends, we have arrived. We are here in this new year. We have crossed the boundary of time into the next year with all its resolutions and plans and schedules ahead of us. Let us pause for just this moment before we move boldly onward. Let us pause to hear the breathing of those around us, to feel their presence in this room, to know their presence in our lives. Let us pause to consider the trees, their branches stripped bare, their elegant architecture on display. Let us pause to feel the spirit of life and love that ties us to each other, that winds its way through our very bones and settles in our hearts. Before we move forward, armed with resolutions that will shortly be forgotten in the day-to-day living, let us notice what it is that remains every year, every day. What exists beyond schedules and months, beyond time? It welcomes us to life, not just at the start of the year, but every day. And let us answer, may it be so. And now let us breathe, think, be with the silence in community.
Underneath all the glitter and sparkle of modern-day New Year's celebrations, there are ancient traditions with deep spiritual roots. For centuries, people have observed the turning of the year with rituals that speak to the human condition and mark the passing of time. The cycle of the years was celebrated in ancient Babylon, where the new year was seen as a struggle between chaos and order, with chaos trying to take over the world. Kings were expected to lay themselves low before the gods to prove that it was the divine world which held the ultimate power. In Chinese, Persian, and Jewish traditions, there were rituals to chase away evil, to bring good fortune and attract abundance, to make a fresh start. The days leading up to the new year are a time for setting things straight, cleaning house, paying off debts, mending quarrels, giving alms, and asking for forgiveness. Of course, the year is a circle without beginning or end, which means that we don't necessarily agree on when the new year starts. So Nowruz, Rosh Hashanah, or Shunji aren't being celebrated today. We have decided that January marks the start of a new trip around the sun. In a way, then, what we are really celebrating today is the Roman god Janus. He of the two faces, one looking back and remembering the past, and one looking forward to the future. On this day, we are set just in the balance, on the threshold of a new cycle. Maybe the new year means a fresh start, making resolutions for how we want to live or what we want to change in the coming year. However we come to it, by ending the old year with respect and beginning the new year with intention, we acknowledge an important transition and invite new possibilities, looking back and looking forward.
To mark this balance between the old and the new, we will participate in what I like to think of as one of Live Oak's sacraments. In the very loose sense, a sacrament, by one definition, is an outward and visible sign of an inward and spiritual grace. Our sacramental rites take some concrete reality, whether it be water or fire, stones, or a piece of bread, as a vehicle that bears a special capacity to symbolize in our lives what is radically significant, to convey an inward and spiritual grace. And today we are using a flame. This flame symbolizes change, destruction, and release. It also provides light and symbolizes faith and perseverance. Of course, there's a long tradition of marking this winter season with rituals of fire and lights because we need to hold on to a light at the darkest moment of the year. And yes, for many of us, 2025 has been a dark year. And I hope you can see that this moment is not the worst it has been. That right now, there is room for hope and the beginning of change. We may have felt that we were not enough to face the challenges, yet here we are. The miracle is that though we feel alone, we are connected. And so we light a candle to hold off the dark, expressing our faith in whatever is still to come, a small light continues so that it can become the spark of a great fire. Because even though we cannot stop the year from turning, we seek to live more fully in the year ahead. Because even though we cannot change the cycles of birth and death, we can say yes to our power to make meaningful endings and let go of whatever harmful patterns we have. We can vow to do better. Because even though we cannot change the past year or determine what the new one will bring, we do have the power within every moment to commit to new and better ways of being. Because we can choose to invest our time and energy in pursuits that have heart and meaning for us. We can seek inward and spiritual grace. In this spirit, we invite you to participate in this morning's ritual, to consciously release that which no longer serves you while creating positive intentions about what you want to bring forward into the new year.
We will begin then with our ritual of letting go. We pause on the edge of the new year, appreciating and savoring the good and the bad of 2025, knowing that the past can guide us toward what is yet to be. Each of you has been given a small piece of white paper. Yes, does anyone need a little piece of white paper? If so, raise your hands. If not, this is the time to bring it out and take your pen and a pencil and begin the process of writing what you would like to release. Perhaps you could write events that you would like to forget or put behind you. Maybe disappointments, losses, failures, unwelcome burdens, things you said or did that you wish you hadn't, or that you wish you had. Any anger, fear, doubts, and anxieties that keep you stuck. Judgments and criticisms, whether against yourself or others. Missed opportunities, hopes unfulfilled. Thoughts or actions that no longer serve you. It can be a word or a statement or a symbol, whatever has meaning for you. So I'm going to pause and let you write while Kevin plays some music. A bit later, we will be releasing these to our communal flame. So for now, continue writing if need be, or set it aside, allowing it to leave your life. To signal the release of the old, we will light our candle of release. So please read along with the words that are on your screens or at the back of the order of service. Let's read together. Spirit of life, be with us in our letting go. Help us to let go of old habits, grudges, and unhealthy attitudes toward ourselves or others. Help us to know what is finished and no longer needs our energy. Let any heaviness or tightness in our hearts loosen and lift with the rising of this flame, making room for healing, for openings, and the expansion of love in the year ahead. With this prayer, we let go. And now our ritual of renewal. Let us consider the small flame in us that we will hold on to through the dark and the cold. What are the joys we carry from this year? What were the gains and accomplishment that stirred feelings of pride? What blessings did you receive? What filled your heart with gratitude? What in your present life is renewing or life-enhancing? What is the flame that you are taking with you into a new year? And now you're invited to write some more, a word or two, or draw a symbol that represents your positive intentions for 2026 on a piece of colored paper that you received. Write what comes easily, anything that has heart or meaning for you. Perhaps the first thing that pops into your mind, a blessing, an attitude, a habit, a dream, a goal, a practice, a talent or interest, a growing wish, anything you want to carry forward. So take a moment to write as Kevin plays again. And when you are finished, place this piece of paper near to you in your pocket or your purse. Keep it private, or you may choose to share it with someone later. You might want to keep it in a safe place with other things you treasure, or perhaps even a visible place like your refrigerator door. As a reminder, this paper will present your intentions and the commitment you are making to yourself. So now let us light our candle of renewal. And please read these words with me, these new words appearing on your screen or at the back of the order of service. Spirit of infinite newness, of all that is yet to be, awaken in us a power and commitment to all that is life-enhancing. Help us open our hearts to all that might be, and let in the light of love and the promise of possibility in the year ahead. Let our intentions for renewal find their way to life-affirming actions. With this prayer, we light the candle of renewal.
Emptying ourselves of those things which hold us back, those things that diminish our energy, make us anxious, and render us stingy with our love. We invite the spirit of Janus, the spirit of good beginnings, to fill us and to cast the light of hope upon the year ahead. We know that each new year is both happy and sad, for all years are a weaving of joy and sorrow. Yet each new year offers us an invitation to open our hearts and minds to the possibility of growth. May we create for ourselves a year of blessing. May we renew our faith in the power of love to weather the winters of the heart, preparing to blossom and bear fruit in its season. Amen. Blessed be.
We'll make sure it gets burned. If it hasn't been burned, we can come back later with another little stick.
Okay.
Powerful stuff. So we're leaving behind.
Good job. Yes, very good.